Hello, Does community. I'm super excited to be here to talk about the Flow Doctor will see you now. I'm delighted to be here with Kate. Oh, Kate, help me with your last name.
Chajke.
And Carmen DeArdo. Kate, why don't you introduce yourself?
Yeah, so I'm so glad to be here. So I'm Kate Chajke, and I'm an Agile trainer, practitioner, coach for the last 15, 20 years. Pretty extensive background in software engineering, and now I get to talk a lot about my favorite topic, flow.
And Carmen?
Hi, I'm glad to be here. Carmen DeArdo. I'm a principal flow advisor at Tasktop, and I help customers try to understand and improve their flow so they can deliver business results more quickly for their customers.
Fabulous. I'm Nicole Bryan. I'm Chief Product Officer at Tasktop Technologies. So with that, I'm going to share my screen. Kate, Carmen, are we seeing the right screen? Fabulous. So today we're here to talk to you about the Flow Doctor will see you now. We've already introduced ourselves, so I will skip this slide. So you might wonder why I'm showing a picture of the fabulous show from the 80s, ER. But it's really because we believe that learning to practice value stream management with the flow metrics really requires a team of people that can help you identify and remedy the myriad of ailments and problems that you'll uncover as you begin to think and manage from the perspective of flow. And so we believe that large organizations should think of starting a flow practice. And today I'm lucky enough to have two flow doctors with me here. And I think Kate even has her stethoscope. There you go. So Kate and Carmen are here to talk us through their experiences with different ailments and different common problems that you see when managing from flow. I'm just going to do a quick walkthrough about the core flow metrics. And really, to keep with the healthcare analogy, we really think of the flow metrics as the same as the vital signs of the human body. So every time you go to the doctor, there's a common set of things that will be checked: your temperature, your heart rate, your blood pressure. And flow metrics really represent the same, that any organization, regardless of what type of software you're building, you really should be measuring these flow metrics: flow velocity, flow efficiency, flow time, flow load, and flow distribution. So just quickly, flow velocity is really about how much value is being delivered within a reporting period. Flow distribution, am I putting the right capacity towards features, risks, debt, and defects? And Kate and Carmen, I think, are going to talk quite a bit about that. Flow load, are teams thrashing because incomings far outweigh their capacity to deliver? Flow time and flow efficiency, how much time elapses from request to release? And are my processes causing teams to have to wait on work for significant periods of time? So these core flow metrics are what we believe can really help an organization in their flow practice, and are what can really guide your organization for improvement.
That bird is like sitting right outside my window.
So our first ailment, a common ailment, the ever-increasing treadmill-itis, otherwise known as too much width. So flow doctors, I'll let you take it from here.
Okay, thanks, Nicole. So, I think one of the common ailments, as Nicole described, is we see teams where their characteristics are their flow load is increasing, their flow time is also increasing, so the amount of time it's taking to finish work is increasing. And a lot of times we also see the light green color, which is the wait time. So it's not uncommon to see that wait time increasing, which means work is waiting longer before someone can actually work on it. And consequently, we see the flow velocity decreasing. So Kate, talk a little about, as you're working with teams and you start to see this, how you detect that and what kind of things do you prescribe as a flow doctor when you see this condition?
Yeah. Yeah. So one of the big things we focus on is we'll always be saying stop starting and start finishing. So it's really easy as we start to see that work in process or that flow load increasing to keep an eye on. Like you said, Carmen, the velocity may decrease, the flow time is going to increase. So it's a huge mental model shift because we think, staying busy is leading to our productivity. If some work gets blocked, we pull more work in, and that's very natural for us. And it feels like the right thing to do. It feels good to start work. Starting work is easy. Finishing work is hard. So that's the first thing we start to look at typically. It's such a low hanging fruit for teams to start with, is look at that flow load. And when we compare it to the velocity, if we have way more work, way more load than what the velocity says that we can complete, we encourage the teams to maybe form an experiment. What if we took on a little bit less work? What if we started focus on completing work rather than keep pulling in work? So that's a huge shift when we first start looking at this with teams.
I mean, I think that's a great point, Kate. And sometimes I think what we've seen is, certain work becomes neglected. So what happens is it's almost like, in a pond where you only have a current of work that's moving, and then you have work that's kind of in a still water. So it appears to be in progress, but really it's not. And is that something that you've encountered a lot and had to?
Oh, yeah. Yep. So this is really